quarta temporada de Invincible foi confirmada e já tem previsão de lançamento para o início de 2026. Diferente da longa pausa entre a primeira e a segunda temporada, que foi de 3 anos, pelo visto agora a gente vai ter que esperar somente 1 ano entre cada temporada. Agora no final do último episódio da terceira temporada foi introduzido pra gente uma trama que vai envolver o Dark Blood, só que essa trama não está nos quadrinhos. O próprio Robert Kirkman, criador da série e dos quadrinhos, falou pra gente que é uma trama que foi cortada das HQs e vai ser feita exclusivamente pra série. A única coisa que a gente sabe é que o Dark Blood vai tentar levar o Invencível pro inferno, e isso é tudo que a gente pode saber até o momento. Eu tô curioso pra ver o que o Robert Kirkman tem pra gente envolvendo esse personagem, até porque o Dark Blood nem é tão relevante assim nas HQs.
Samantha! I'm not gonna watch you ruin your life on some hippy-dippy find yourself
Adam!
I mean it. This is the opposite of what you should be doing with your life.
And what would that be, Dad?
You want a fresh start? Give up this superhero. You can't save the world, Samantha. It's gonna get you killed. The worst day of my life is when you got powers.
Wow, that hurts much more than I thought it would.
I just want what's best for you. A normal life. A house, a husband, kids.
That's what's best for you, Dad, not for me.
Samantha!
This is pretty creepy.
Yeah. Remember Halloween at my house last year?
I remember the creepy skeleton that you had last year. You're not pulling the same thing on me again this year, are you? Lawson?
Oh, fuck!
And then they're coming right back at you, throw you overboard. Yeah, coming at the woods at your yellow board.
Does that look crooked to you?
Help me out here, Mark. You already have a girlfriend and you're a superhero. I, on the other hand, am single and have no superpowers, and thus actually have to attempt game. This isn't helping.
I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how fast you are. I can see the future. You don't live to see tomorrow. You are starting to impress me. Do your worst.
Did you notice Immortal foreshadowing Mark' future? When Mark is talking to King Immortal in the future, he is confused when Immortal refers to him as Emperor.
You shouldn't have left me in charge! You're the Emperor!
What are you talking about?
And if we look at the comics, we know he is talking about Emperor Invincible, who becomes Emperor after finding out that he is the rightful heir of the throne after Lord Argyll, his grandfather. However, if you listen even closely, he mentions a cure for a virus.
Have you been sick again? I thought they found a cure for you.
This isn't about me.
This is none other than the Scourge virus, which was created by the coalition of planets to wipe out the Viltrum Empire, which actually turned out successful since 99.9% of Viltrumites got infected.
La cuarta temporada de Invencible acaba de ser confirmada. Ya estará llegando a principios de 2026. Fue increíble.
I am done with you and your son. You think you can come here, become a daddy, get a clean slate, and ain't something. You're as destroyed as me. You're fucking hopeless. You insult me holding back like this.
Looking everywhere for you. Where have you been?
None of your...
I don't have time for this. You know our mission here. We are to procreate, make more Viltrumite half-breeds, so they can add to our ranks and prevent our extinction. The males of our race are performing admirably. Many children have been created already. I am not fulfilling my duty.
I'm sorry to hear that, but...
Stop. I refuse to mate with the creatures that reside on this planet. You are young and you are weak, but you have Viltrumite blood pumping through your veins. So you'll do.
Flattered. But no, I'm taken. Really. I'm not interested. And I've got somewhere else I really need to be. So, bye!
I said,
We ain't stressing anything, it's the purple everything, it's the purple
Blowing up his
everything.
phone, I know I'm tripping for no reason. He gon' call it crazy, but I say I call it fiending.
This is what you call a prison on your world? Oh, someone missing their No, I'm not one of you.
I'm done with the conversation now.
Sit back down.
I'm sat.
You wake up as Adam Eve for a week. What's the first thing you doing?
Like I said, Jack, I'm fucking in.
Thanks. I think you fixed it. Thanks. I think you fixed it. Thanks. I think you fixed it. Thanks. I think you fixed it.
In Invincible, after Alan's beatdown of Omni-Man, they leave him and Debbie confined on Telestria, and Alan and Oliver travel to Earth looking to take out the remaining Viltrumites. On Earth, Cecil gets a call that Mark's one-eyed friend is entering orbit, so Invincible goes up to greet them. Mark and Oliver reunite for the first time after the war, and he wonders where Nolan and Debbie are before Alan tells Mark his plan to wipe out the Viltrumites with the virus. Mark's reaction is visceral, asking if they have lost their minds since the virus has a chance to affect humans as well. But Alan begs Mark to consider the stakes here. They could wipe out the entire Viltrumite empire, the greatest threat the universe has seen yet. Alan is willing to sacrifice the human race, and Mark realizes the reason Omni-Man did not return as he prepares himself for a fight. Mark strikes first, sending Alan flying to space before Alan and Oliver team up to restrain him. Alan punches Mark, breaking his goggles, and says not even Nolan could stop him. What hope is there for Mark? But the tides are about to change completely when a fated enemy comes to Mark's aid, stopping him by his neck, saying, "He has me."
Nolan, Mark, and Thetis all fly through the core of planet Viltrum, causing it to go unstable and explode right in the middle of the battle as they fly out of the other side. This explosion is massive, and as the Viltrumites are fighting, the energy continues to expand, sending the blast outwards as we see entire continents being blown out into space, and everything goes white as the rings of the planets destabilize and send billions of Viltrumite corpses into the battlefield. In the chaos, Mark is one of the first to wake up in the cold of space and instantly finds his brother Oliver holding him tight as Thetis wakes up telling Thrag and everyone else that this is over. He says, "Your planet is gone, you have nowhere to run, and the entire universe is against you. There's nothing left to do but to surrender." But as he says this, Thrag is so visibly upset that he's turned red as tears swell up in his eyes and veins begin to bulge, saying, You began all of this when you betrayed Viltrum." He tells Thetis that he's taken everything from them, including their history, but Thrag's empire won't stand for this. And as Thetis and Thrag rush into each other for one final attack, Thetis tells Thrag once again to surrender as Thrag says there's no more room for surrender from now on. All that's left is revenge. As everyone looks on shocked and watches Thrag crush the head of their leader, and things are about to get even worse.